Good afternoon, good morning. This is Mark Johnson from Loyalty360. Hope everyone's happy, safe, and well. I want to welcome you to another edition of our Leaders in Customer Loyalty series. In this series, we get to speak with leading brands about what they are seeing and hearing on the front lines of customer, channel, and brand loyalty. And today we have a trifecta of Matts from Kum Go. They're going to speak with us today. We have Matt Riezman, the Director of Brand Marketing, Matt Anderson, the Director of Digital Customer Experience, and Matt Weber, the Director of Business Insights and Analytics. How are you gentlemen today?
Doing great.
Wonderful.
Great.
Doing well. Happy to be in good company of Matts.
Lots of Matts and a lot of directors too. So it's we've got Director Matt. So it's good.
We do have other directors that aren't Matt here at Kum Go and Maverik. So don't worry.
I was going to ask if that was a prerequisite for the position that you had, Matt, but that's good that that's not. So, but it's good that it is too. So, well, again, I will quit with the jokes and we will get on to the interview. First off, we like to start these on a more personal level, get to understand a little bit about you, the Matts, with regard to kind of your current role at Kum Go, what you guys do, maybe a passion or a fun fact you have outside of work, and maybe a little bit of your previous work history as well. So we'll start with Matt Riezman.
All right. I see how it's going to be tough to kick it over to Matt. Matt Riezman, I'm the Director of Brand Marketing here at Kum Go. So me and my team focus primarily on customer acquisition, customer retention, and brand strategy, which spans a lot of things, from all the way from store signage to social media to paid media. As well as lots of inputs into the and rewards program as well. I have been at Kum Go for coming up on 3 years. Previous experience in the CPG world on the brand management side. So come with a lot of great experience for this role. Personally, man, this is always the toughest question. Fun fact or passion. I'm passionate about cooking. So I think a lot of the jobs I've had in marketing are never far from food or beverage. And Kum Go is no exception to that. So I guess I'm passionate about cooking, and I like to do it with my son who's 6. So we've been learning a lot of stuff lately. So that's me.
Good. All right. Yeah. It's always great to share your passions with your kids. That's good to hear. Matt Anderson, how about you?
All right. Matt Anderson. I am the Director of the Digital Customer Experience here at Kum Go. I am just over 2 years old here at Kum Go, so I still feel pretty new. It's also my first experience in kind of the world of retail, which is an exciting departure from the financial sector, which I specifically came from mortgage for the last 12 years. At Kum Go, my team oversees the loyalty platform, which is Patronics, email notifications, our mobile and web app experience, and any and all customer-related inquiries to our loyalty platform and technical integrations with our digital partners. We really work hand in hand with Riezman's team to provide that value once the customer becomes part of the program and bringing them along the journey. Fun fact about me is I've never been a soccer fan, but all of my kids have joined soccer. And so that is our weekends that we live and breathe now is soccer.
Good luck with that. It's a fun ride. I think I have a daughter that's playing soccer at the University of Akron, freshman. But it was fun 12 years before that. Lots of money invested, but it kind of works out in the end, hopefully.
That's right.
And I think we have Matt Weber now.
Yeah. Hi, Matt Weber, I'm Director of Business Insights and Analytics here at Kum Go. So I'm coming up on 5 years. Prior to that, this being Des Moines, Iowa, much like Matt Anderson, coming from insurance and financial services. My last role was as a senior data scientist for an insurance company here in town. Really enjoy retail. It's fast. It's just a lot of fun. It's easy to put yourself in the shoes of the customer. Our team kind of has 3 areas where we work. We've got kind of this core analytics data science team. We've got consumer and market research. We also do a lot of GIS, geoinformation systems. Obviously, figuring out where to build a new store is one of the most important decisions we make. So that part of my team is very involved in that process. Yeah, the fun facts are always tough. So since Matt Riezman got food related, I'll just keep it kind of food and C-store related. I this summer have become quite fond of a roller grill. I got with our facilities team, and they had an old, like, you see the big roller grills with the hot dogs and the egg rolls and everything in the stores. I was able to sweet talk one of our finance folks into, or one of our facilities folks into selling one that they were getting rid of. So I've been enjoying that. My kids love eating off of the roller grill when we host parties outside. So that's been a unexpected hit.
That's awesome. That sounds like a good addition to the backyard for sure.
Oh yeah.
So for people who may not be familiar with Kum Go, can you tell us a little bit about the brand, the history of the brand? It would be great to know that.
Sure, I can jump in there. So Kum Go was founded, first store opened in 1959 up in Hampton, Iowa. We were founded by Tony Gentle and Bill Krause, our proud founders. We today operate as Kum Go, just about 400 locations across 13 states. And, all of our business is rooted in our company mission of making days better for our customers, the communities in which we serve, as well as all of our associates that work in our stores and at our store support center. So we talked about this a little bit in the intro, but last week the sale of Kum Go was finalized to Maverik out in Utah. And so we're now integrating into their organization, and our new footprint will span over 20 states and over 800 stores. So it's an exciting time for us, really growing quickly, and we'll be continuing to grow in the future.
That's awesome. Your loyalty program. Would love to know a little bit more about it, how it was designed, how customers engage with it, and what are some of the benefits to the brand and to the consumer for the program itself.
Sure. So our rewards program is called And Rewards, referencing the and Kum and Go. And we just launched a brand new refresh of the program August 1st. So still called And Rewards, but it brings a lot of new features along with a new mobile app that we're super excited about. And I think, the focus of the program is really bringing savings and value at Kum Go to our members. So it, I think it operates like in a fairly typical way. Our customers register through our app on the web, or they can register at store as well. From there, every new member gets a welcome bundle, we call it, and it's a thank you for signing up, and it has free items, fuel discounts, gets them familiar with the program. And then from there, customers are earning points for every purchase. So they earn points for fuel, earn points in store, and then they take those points and can redeem them for what they want. So we have two main options, which is our And Rewards Cash or And Fuel discounts. So And Rewards Cash is cash you can use in store, and fuel discounts are cents off a gallon. So we're really proud of that choice that we give our customers. That was a big part of the new program, and it's a big way that our customers receive benefit. And then as well as, receiving access to a lot of exclusive offers that are only available to our members. So
that's awesome.
That's hopefully a high level overview.
That's great. We have a C-store working group actually at Loyalty360, and there's a lot of redesigning programs, trying to make them more effective, more engaging. And it sounds like you're doing the same thing from reward cash and fuel offering to make it personalized but flexible, which is good to hear.
Yeah.
Excellent. And you mentioned you just launched a new app, part of the rewards program. Can you share us a little bit more about the app? How it works, what the role customer feedback may have played in the launch of the app?
Yeah, sure. So the feedback, I think right off the bat, right, being able to convert those points to cash and fuel was one of the driving forces. And how do we have our customers interact to do that? So one of the pieces Matt had come up with, Matt Riezman, right, is the ability to do that within app, but also web, right? We don't always have our customers in the mobile experience. We also have to serve those customers that don't have the ability to use mobile to interact with us. And so going forward, that's the value in the proposition there. But in line with that, we've also heard from our customers, they wanted the ability to purchase products and pick them up in store and curbside. So we enhanced that ability to do it with including alcohol and tobacco. And then with the new loyalty program, they have the opportunity to manage those points, kind of what I said with the app and in the website. And we also want to push the boundaries. You had mentioned before about the personalization, customization. We really wanted to lean into that, something we haven't seen a lot of, but we really wanted to give our customers that know me experience. We've got 100 plus data points that we can use to really talk to our customers and market to them. And our customers have pretty well responded to that, right? Knowing where they are, what they're doing. But our vendors are the other customers that I would take into this. They've really latched onto this ability to really talk to them, deliver them that personalization, those offers, that they feel more in tune to the customer instead of just going out to the broader audience.
Okay. Excellent. When you look at the program, how do you hope to evolve the program going forward?
So I'll keep it at a high level. Really fine tuning that customization and personalization is really going to drive us. Knowing our customer, knowing their habits, catering to what they need and knowing what they need is really going to help drive this loyalty program to make the more value of it. As well as the products that they want. We can listen to the market. If they want new products in, can we do that and make it available? As well as digital only offers, right? Really having them engage with us that way. It makes it more lucrative for vendors too as well. So instead of getting a $5 off something, because you're a customer with this, now I can provide you specifically with a $15 offer instead. So really driving into those will really help us going forward in the future.
Okay. We actually just did an interview with PDI Accentus on kind of the state of fuel loyalty with EVs coming, right? Footprints changing, the whole app experience being a little different as well. So you kind of touched on that as well. How do you see kind of the product offering from electric maybe or to kind of different offerings, and how will that potentially impact customer experience? Because it could have potentially longer wait times in store or opportunities to engage in store. Is that something you guys are looking at?
Yeah, we've had conversations around from the EV market. It's a disjointed process today, right? I've got to have an app to do this, to start it over here. Then I've got to have an app to interact with the store and purchase something. To your point around the long wait times. Ideally in the future, just like our fueling experience today that we have, we bring a charging experience in. That would be the ideal state. So they're really interacting with us and within the app. When you talk about the wait times, right, depending on where the charging times are at, right, they're starting to go down year by year. We've got the made to order food. That's a great way to bring them in. There's ways to offer and incentivize them to get those in-store trips. I think that's where some of the benefit could come from. Matt Weber, Riezman, do you guys have anything you want to add?
The only thing I would add is one of the big things we're working on is what I call non-transactional engagement opportunities. So we have, right now we have a lot of ways for customers to engage based on a transaction, which is great. It's important. And we're, for a lot of our customers, think about customers that shop with us daily. We have a lot of customers that shop with us multiple times a day. They're looking for and open to even more. And so we're building in, we're working to build in some more non-transactional opportunities, whether that's, more gamification, would be like an obvious one, but there's lots of other stuff that we're working on in the background. I don't want to reveal too much, but I think when you think about wait times, that fits in really nicely with, let's keep, you're at Kum Go. We're happy to keep you in our ecosystem, and allow you to engage as a customer, beyond just the stuff you buy and the offers that you make use of.
Okay. There's a good deal of discussion with regard to customers, how they're changing, evolving, expectations, meeting them in the channel that they want to be in. The brands of Loyalty360, we talk about that every few months as part of a kind of a meeting set we have. Where do you see your customer changing? How have they changed, going into COVID, coming out of COVID, and then how are you adapting to that change?
Yeah, I can take that one. It's been it's been a wild 3 years. We started with the pandemic, and it was kind of this catalyst of like pandemic lockdown. Then we had massive supply chain issues and the Great Resignation, and then historic inflation and interest rates and lingering fears of recession now. So it's just the cumulative impact on the consumer and their behavior and the expectations is just it's been it's happened so fast. Like we early on was just we were really trying to just figure out what was going on. But during COVID, as we got into the early parts of the pandemic, and this is where the loyalty data, this is a huge benefit of the loyalty program. Like we were able to figure a lot of this out through the loyalty data, right? We can see over time. But we started to really see, customers started using us for these like fill-in trips and buying a lot more of the take-home sizes, and they were willing to pay more for this kind of low-touch, in and out, quickly experience. Getting in and out, and say 3 minutes versus having during the pandemic wander through this huge store with all these people. And so that was something that that we noticed pretty quickly, and we tried to shift some assortment to in our stores to support those fill-in grocery trips. People started shifting from the fountain drinks and the grab and go on the my favorite roller grill, right? Like they started to go to more of the prepackaged and type products there. So again, loyalty data was really helping us there figure that out quickly. The morning commute, obviously, everybody's working from home. That's a big day part, big segment for us. That clearly was impacted by COVID. So we've seen some big shifts there in just our day parts. But that in the last year and a half kind of started to shift back. A lot of the things, some things are staying the same, but some of the things are starting to shift back. And then inflation hits, and that just accelerated it. And we started to see customers budgeting more, and they're starting to trade down to less expensive product options and brands, and even own brands. So inflation's getting back to normal, but there's just still a lot of pressure on the consumer spending. You've got higher interest rates, student loans coming back, savings from the pandemic are starting to dwindle. So we still see these value shopping behaviors continuing. And that's really where that loyalty becomes part of that value proposition that Matt we're talking about. Like that's one of the ways where we can really demonstrate value and try and help with some of that, some of those budgeting challenges there with the convenience. And then clearly on the technical side, like convenience we were behind the curve on a lot of the technologies, the mobile ordering, the self-checkout, tap to pay, all of those things. And Matt and Matt's teams, just in a very short period of time, we added online ordering, a way to activate the fuel pumps from your phone. We put self-checkout in the stores. Like one of the benefit was it pushed us for technology to adopt a lot of things that were, I don't know, at the time, nice to have. And they're just now assumed, right? Like it's a must have. So I maybe 2024 will be normal, but I'd be surprised. So who knows? Who knows what's happening next? But if nothing else, COVID in that period taught us to be agile, and we're going to be able to respond and pivot a lot quicker than we had in the past. And with the digital and loyalty platform, we can iterate really quickly.
Well, that's good. I think to your point, it's the transactional data overlaid with behavioral data and also zero-party data as well to truly help personalize communication, content, engagement, but also get feedback on store footprints and that if they're interested in EV and especially with the custom-made food that you have, a great opportunity to leverage a loyalty program for that rich data sets that you have. When you look at privacy is a big area of concern for our members. We just finished a report, a research report on privacy. Had a meeting on it yesterday. A big challenge with regard to privacy regulations, California, Virginia, Colorado. How do you look at privacy, and have you implemented changes with regard to your customer loyalty or your data collection initiatives due to your current or kind of state of customer privacy?
Yeah, so well, with the mobile app going out, we did provide our customers with an easier way of requesting not to sell their data and to delete their data, right? So we have implemented that. We haven't ran into any states where we've had those regulations outside of what Colorado was proposing. And then as we've been acquired by Maverik, we'll probably start doing more in that regard. There's always a balance between privacy and personalization that we always have to balance of what our customer needs versus our business needs are. We do err on the side of caution by only keeping what we need when we need it. And we do ask for transparent. We are transparent up front with our customers on what we are doing.
Okay, excellent. When you look at your program, Customer Loyalty Focus, what are 2 or 3 things that you're most proud of with your customer loyalty program?
I can start with that one since I haven't talked in a bit. I kind of already gave this away, but I think the one of the main things for me is the personalization and flexibility. We spent over 2 years building the new program. And one of the first things we did was we talked to our current members, we talked to our former members, we talked to people who had never joined and really understood what they wanted. Because for us to go spend money to create a new loyalty program, we wanted to know that we were creating something that, you know, was flexible for the future, but also was giving our customers what they wanted. And so the personalization and flexibility we built into the program is, you know, we didn't do it just to serve us. We did it to serve them, to serve our members and our prospective members. And so that's, you know, it's something that we've already seen our customers enjoying and we'll hopefully retain them for the future. The second thing I would say is the differentiated app experience. I don't want to steal Matt Anderson's thunder, but I think when I look at it from a customer perspective, every brand is asking customers to download an app today. I have 2 kids and I have to have an app for each of their schools. It's not the same app, of course. And so if we're asking our customers to download an app, it should be something that adds value to their life. It's not just making them go into another place on their phone just to shop at Kum Go. And so I feel like we've done a really good job of that. Credit to Matt and his team. I think those are the 2 things for me that stand out the most.
Okay, excellent. Anyone else want to? No. When you look at other customer loyalty programs, are there some brands that you're loyal to from a customer loyalty perspective? And if so, what do you like about their offerings? Matt Riezman.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Okay.
I think we're a little different from the average customer because we think about this stuff all day. So my answer is probably biased towards being a little bit wonky, but I mean, it's cliche, but Starbucks to me is still setting the standard for a lot of what is done in loyalty programs. I think the thing that I admire about what they do is they seem to be able to meet customers. They're so good at meeting customers where they are. And it's something that was important as we built our program that, the customer that shops twice a day at Kum Go every day, and the customer that shops once every 2 weeks, we need to be able to have an experience that works for both of them because they're both valuable to us as customers. The other one that continues to impress me is Jimmy John's. The simplicity and efficiency of their program is impressive. That's having helped build a new loyalty program. I look at what they do and it's so clean. It works so well. It seems like when they roll out something, it's flawless every time. So I admire what they're doing as well.
Okay, excellent. Matt Anderson, do you have any programs?
Yeah, I mean, I jump on the bandwagon with Jimmy John's. The achievement badges, right? That gamification, being able to do that by purchasing like the gauntlet was a great way to get customers to purchase the food, but also reward it at the end. That kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I really liked that ability to do it. So I would echo what Matt had just said.
Okay. And the last question we have, what can Loyalty360 do to help you and your team with your customer loyalty efforts?
Go ahead, Matt.
I was going to say, for me, what would be beneficial for me is peer-to-peer networking. Again, I'm so new into this, understanding our peers and what they're doing, how to, the best practices. That would be extremely beneficial to me.
Okay.
we as a company, just culture wise, we love to benchmark. We love to get with our peers and understand what they're doing. There's like a touch of FOMO there. Like, are we missing out on the next, the big idea that somebody's doing? And in any industry, not just in retail, just from a loyalty perspective. So that's something that we really enjoy doing, is talking with our peers and learning about how they're doing. It's also sometimes good to just hear that other people share some of the challenges you have and talk about how they're addressing those. So those connections are really, really great.
Okay, great. Well, that's definitely a lot of things we focus on. The peer community is a big piece of what we're doing, research, and truly trying to elevate the whole discussion around customer loyalty. And obviously what you guys are doing was commendable and great to hear for sure. So thanks to the three Matts, the three Matt directors, for the very interesting discussion, getting me to learn a little bit more about Kum Go. Hopefully the partnership with Maverik is a smashing success, and we look forward to hearing more from the combined teams going forward.
Really appreciate the time. Thank you.
Great to chat.
Yep. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you everyone for taking the time to listen today. Make sure you join us back for another edition of our Leaders in Customer Loyalty series soon, and have a wonderful day.